This man called me. I'm at a release party. He sent me a text message with a word that I'm not gonna say. And I'm like, what the fuck wrong with it? What the hell you eating? Some grandma's cookies? You eating one
Pepperidge
of them?
Farm.
This motherfucker eat Pepperidge Farm lemon bars in the middle of the goddamn podcast. Look, hey, y'all the one got to listen to this shit, all right? Don't blame me, all right? My mic go on mute.
I don't
But
care. Shut
this
up.
motherfucker texts me, and I'm thinking something serious happened. I'm like, oh, man, I hope he ain't got a car accident, something bad happened. This motherfucker called me like, man, I just saw Sinners. I'm like, all right, man. You about 4 weeks late, 3 weeks late. But I'm glad you arrived to the party. So when you finish eating your lemon bar, I would like for you to expound upon what you think about the movie. And then I'll give you my take on what I think about the movie because I've seen it twice at this point. Actually, I've seen it seemed like maybe like 4 times at this point. I like the movie a lot. I enjoy it. I see people now starting to hate on it because that's what they think is a popular thing to do.
Yep.
But clearly, the people don't hate it. It's been a box office smash.
So look, count of 3. We gonna say our score out of 10. Okay. Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3, 9. I don't want to do this podcast. Hey, that was a trust fall.
My man, I'm so glad you did that. I was waiting. I'm like, he gonna be mad as hell when I was saying that. That's your fault. You was over there trying to act like you was logging out. That shit said, we gonna log you out for real, nigga.
You could have just said your fucking number, you jerk. Like, bro, you could have just said it. You have to just.
I should leave the whole last 3 minutes of this audio in there. Whoever watched this, I'm not changing this shit. I literally got tears rolling down my eyes, man.
You a jerk, bro.
Are you ready to say our number at the same time?
All right.
Ready? We gonna redo it for the podcast. All right, ready? 1 out of 10 rated for Sinners. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 12.
I don't trust you no more, bro. Like, you lost. I can't say nothing, bro. I can't believe you. You let me down. I believed in you, dog.
I got tears in my eyes,
bro.
Oh my God. All right, talk to us about Sinners, Dion. Come on, man.
Nah, man. This Sinners is crazy. Shout out to everybody that's involved with Sinners. Shout out to everybody that went and seen the movie. It was different, man. I can't remember the last non-superhero movie with original IP that captivated me, had me emotionally involved and engaged, and man, the character development, the world creation, the historical relevance, the microscope on Christianity and religion, and Michael B. Jordan playing 2 roles, and man, look, phenomenal. I see the hate. I don't care about the hate. You know what, man? You know what I love about this movie, man? I love anything that has a chance to just have a feel good moment. And that's what Sinners is. Sinners is, hey, here's this great idea that Ryan Coogler, kind of had and cultivated from his uncle. And then here's this great process of him fighting for years to get somebody to a studio to agree to make it with him. And then he makes it, and then now it rolls out, and it's everything that he wanted it to be. I think that's the thing that I love about Sinners. Before we talk about what people like and don't like, I'm just happy that like he got to honor his uncle's legacy and what he learned from him, and history, Black history, the blues. It was, dog. I'm still not even settled yet, but yeah, it was like that, bro. It was really, really like that.
What were some of your favorite overarching thematic elements and things that you like? I remember you mentioning some things to me on the phone. Talk to me.
I mean, number one, I loved the scene when spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it by now, come on, man, what are you doing? Um, I love the baptism scene. I love the scene where um, you know, as what's his name? The main character with the guitar.
A preacher boy and Remick is the
Yeah,
bad
Preacher
guy.
Boy. Right, I know Remick. Yeah, but Preacher Boy, as he starts to recite his the scripture, Remick said that same scripture, those same words was used on my people. And not only that, as an Irishman in their history, but
Yeah, as
also as a
Catholics.
yeah, also as a white man that is baptizing a black man. You know what I mean? And I think like that scene was so powerful for me. Um, the scene at the end, and you know what? I really hop back on screen, bro, because I want to talk to you about this because this is something that I think is so unique to black people. Dude, the scene at the end, bro, when smoke gets shot, right? And he's about to lay this KKK motherfucker out. And you know what all of us wanted? We wanted our moment. Say, hey man, you about to die. You better finish the job. Okay? Like you better finish. Like don't man, I know you got hit. Okay? I know you about to go to the upper room with your child or your lady. But I'm gonna need you to muster up some strength. I can't hear you, bro. I'm gonna need you to muster
I
up.
got into a debate with somebody in the club because I'm like, he could have just lived, bro.
No, I know. Listen, I'm not.
He could have just lived, especially with knowing what the twist was. I mean, the twist is if you left your brother and his girl in that barn to be alive,
listen,
and you just go keep going, you could have just kept doing the same shit you was doing before, but at night, and now you got a fucking vampire on your team.
but I think, but listen, man.
Because I don't think after he let his brother live that day, and his brother, obviously, because Remick, and although the other vampires all shared like a symbiotic consciousness through the main one, they all still could live on their own separately. Like they weren't a hive mind in terms of individually; they were a hive mind through him, of him.
But
So if no wait, real quick. So if they are still conscientious beings that exist in there, that just have a bloodthirst, and his vampire fucking brother made an agreement with him, I'm gonna let you and your girl live, you just leave our little cousin alone, why the fuck would you go and crash out? I would have let them niggas in the barn.
But I think, bro, I'm gonna tell you what's funny, man. Like you can
And then locked them all in there and fried their ass when they got out in the morning.
but you can look at what Smoke went through, man. Like that's why he couldn't roll, because you know what I'm saying. Because of listen, you gonna smack your lips, ain't that? Bro,
Better go buy a fucking pack of cigarettes, nigga. That don't mean you need to die.
Hey, I want.
You love these fucking heroes. I want to see some smart motherfucking characters in the movie. I'm not finna. My
listen.
brother a vampire. I'm out this bitch.
I want all the dreamers out there to know that when this light skinned motherfucker got a do rag on, I don't know who he is. Okay, he's acting like.
God damn it!
What is wrong with you?
With the part in the head.
The part, bro, you supposed to flip it, bro. Come on, man.
No.
Look, it didn't do shit to the part.
Yes, it did. Stop hating. Stop hating. We wavy over here. Waves make him seasick.
But shut up. Hey, man.
Seasick.
Hey, man.
Woo! Hating. I'm over here. I'm wavy. I'm so wavy. I'm so wavy.
I would be remiss if I didn't say directly to every other filmmaker, to every other actor, right now, 2025 Sinners got it. Go catch them. Because right now, they got Movie of the Year. I got Michael B. Jordan as Actor of the Year. We're talking about cinematography. We're talking about costume design. Bro, we're talking about director. Hey, bro. Oscars, come on now. Don't complicate this. Don't try to get on your high horse and try to make this more complicated than it got to be. Okay, we go get through the rest of the year, and we go see what other movies people got. I know it's a lot of release coming out this year, as is every year. But
I'm
don't
sure there will
complicate
be
things.
some movie about a white woman that's a sex worker that will drop and win the Oscar.
Yep.
And I'm not even just saying that. Did you know that like a lot of like best picture winners like actually do it involve like a white woman in some form of sex work?
Which we don't even care about because I wouldn't even pick them.
I agree, but I'm just saying like
Shannon, Shannon,
that's the,
Shannon
like
Sharp.
even if you look at Honora, like I still
Shannon,
haven't seen it, and everybody
I'm
tell me it
not.
was like it was smooth, but it wasn't whatever.
I'm not watching that shit.
You don't want to see? Never mind. Never mind.
No,
Never mind. Never
no, I
mind. Never
don't.
mind. I'm not trying to get you canceled.
They even if
We got
I don't,
fellowships to go to.
I also don't want to see it.
My opinion on Sinners is I think it was a great movie. I thoroughly enjoyed every second of it. Seeing it for the first time, I saw it late at night and I was smacked, which is the way I love to go to the movie theaters. It makes for a great experience, very relaxing. And it was so intriguing and engaging, even though it was like 1 in the morning or something like that. I was wide awake. I saw Thunderbolts last night. I was going to sleep during that movie. It's time to have a real conversation about Marvel. Them niggas suck at making movies now. They just do. I'm sorry. Everybody is getting rave reviews. I hated that movie. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was pointless. I thought it was dumb. And I thought it was a waste of all of our goddamn time. That's my review on Thunderbolts. But diving back into Sinners, Sinners was incredible. Obviously, as you mentioned, I love the cinematography. I enjoyed. I really enjoyed the music in the movie. Shout out to Ludwig Göransson. He's done a bunch of great movies. He's really like he started out obviously as a film composer, but he really became known for being Childish Gambino's like main music producer. Like he's produced pretty much I think every album Childish Gambino has ever made. Like including I think he damn near might have made Redbone. Or help produce that song. So he clearly has like a penchant to, create beautiful music that we all love to hear on the radio and just in general. But
Shout out.
I think his ability to like as someone that makes music and composes music and makes beats and shit like that, my dream is to be able to score a film one day and to have the elements feel so seamlessly with the score and the soundtrack as to where you really don't kind of you like it like to me, and I say this non-disrespectfully to Ryan Coogler. If Ludwig, if he didn't do as good of a job with the soundtrack and the music, the movie would have felt corny, and it would have felt lame. It would have felt like it would have. It would no look. It would have been shot great,
Hold
but
on.
the musical elements and like, cause I don't know if you paid attention, but there's pretty much music throughout that entire movie. And I
Yeah.
saw Ryan Coogler speaking about how he felt like really like the movie kind of plays out for him like an album or like a musical almost, even though his goal wasn't and his intention was not to do that. But the soundtrack was so good. He's like, the soundtrack is so good. It really kind of takes you and guides you through the movie in a way that it kind of grabs the audience and encapsulates. He's like, it's exactly what I wanted. And I feel like a huge part of like when I was watching it in theaters for the first time, I was like, because I noticed one of the speakers was out in the movie theater. My first reaction when I left the movie was, yo, that was a perfect movie, but I need to see it with better speakers because it'll add to the experience of the immersion into the film because of how good and seamless the music was. So I want to give them all a shout out. They all deserve all awards.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I like to push back a little bit. I think that well, not push back, but like I don't think that if there wasn't music, it would have been lame. I think that when you no listen what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the end result would not have been. What I'm saying is like when you have perfection, you know what I mean? Like, of course, if you take an element out, now everything is not balanced. So I agree with you that like an important element was missing, but like I think that like everything about this was so intentional and it worked that it all everything from the costumes to the scenes to the actors and actresses to like you don't feel like anything was wasted. You know what I mean? And so with respect to everything, of course it would have been not as good without the music, but I think you take anything out of there. I'm not saying whether it's going to be felt equally or not, but I just think that it was such It's almost like, the perfect cake, or like, a gumbo. Like everything was prepared perfectly, it was mixed together perfectly, it was cooked perfectly, and it was plated perfectly. And I think that very rarely in this day and age, in the technology era, where do we have a scenario where like it we get to experience it in its purity. And I'm just saying, like, even, what I'm saying, like, the music of course was a major part, but every fuck I walked out, bro, I did not say one person should have not been in the movie. I walked out and I said, man, there was not one outfit or costume that did not give what it was supposed to give. There was not one shot. And you're a filmmaker. You know what I mean? You're a filmmaker. You're a multi hyphenate. You know what I mean? And to hear that, what I love about that is I know you're splitting hairs. That's how good it is. It is so good that, like, you say, oh man, okay, cool. Without that music, it don't draw you. I'm fine because I know you enough to know, like, dude, as somebody that has trained himself and learned so many different disciplines, for you to even come out with just a speaker, you know what I mean? That shows you just how great of ensemble piece this is. It is so fucking beautiful, dude. Like it's everything about it was like, intentionality is but one part. You still have to execute. You still have to get the reception. You still have to meet the moment. It still has to be timing. It still has to be momentum. It still has to be, the home run parts, but also the consistent hits. You have to have everybody by. And you let me tell you what I learned, dude. I know this is special because after the movie came out, now all of the cast and crew can release their behind the scenes, dude. And what I've been doing, and I know you do this because anybody that's behind the camera, whether it's still or video, you look at how people shoot. You look at, from their perspective, what they capture. And every single person who was behind the scenes or who were on the crew, who was in the cast, you see this special moment being captured. And I said, that's how I know this ain't the same. Because this moment, dude, was meant to happen for sinners. This is just that perfect storm for them, dude. Honestly.
I can't argue with that. 100%, 100% hit the nail on the head. So let's go ahead. I was having this debate, and I actually wanted your opinion on it because I was like, I don't really think we have one. What's your song of the summer so far? What do you think will be the song of the summer?
Um, I will. I'll be honest with you. I agree. I agree. I think that, but now I will preface it with, let's look at the rest of May. But honestly, historically, April is when you start that march toward like summer releases and stuff like that. I do not see a song of the year of summer so far. I don't have anything that like make me feel like it's summer or gives me that look or that feel, or like I want to play it with the windows down, that stretches beyond one city to the other one. I ain't got it yet. I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with you. That's my take. I don't see a song of the summer, and even with respect to Luther being number one for 10 weeks in a row, that's not a summer song for me. You know what I'm saying? And so like, do you have any songs that have stood out that maybe are candidates?
I mean, I would say probably the one that I hear the most outside that actually get the ladies and the bodies moving is that Leon Thomas Mutt song. I mean, my homie's saying Nokia, but I'm like, whatever.
I don't.
I mean,
Nah.
TV off still gets people moving outside though. But I don't really know if we have a song of the summer yet.
No, I'll tell you this. Like Mutt is kind of, it's been moving for over a year. So like that's why Mutt is, you know what I mean. Like I think it's on the back end or almost done.
Yeah.
Nokia, no. You know what I mean. Like it still, it don't got legs. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're talking about song of the summer, we're talking about song of the summer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You talking about, in the past you had a Bruno Mars song or a Maroon 5 or a real Drake slapper or you know what I'm saying, a real future banger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna water this down to just say something that's on Rap Caviar playlist is the song of the summer. Nah, bro. Like, it gotta be felt on streaming, on radio, on YouTube. When you're riding by somebody in traffic, they playing it. Ain't nothing like that right now.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That's unfortunate. But let's go ahead, get ready to get up out of here. Last 3 seconds.